and you just kick off when it hits 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Whether we've got people or not.
Yeah. And it's all recorded.
So you're being recorded right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a great question. We just kick it off now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Kia ora Māori entrepreneurs. Thanks for tuning into DigMyIdea's first Google Hangout session. I'm Anya Merrifield from Good Auckland Innovation and Technology Precinct, and I'm here today to talk to you about DigMyIdea and answer any of your questions. I'll start off by answering the questions that were sent through when you registered for the Hangout, and then I'll open the Hangout to any further questions that are submitted. And also you can email your questions through, I think, to the info email as well. So we'll talk through those at the end, or if I can't answer them today, then I'll be sure to answer them at a later point. So first question is, what sort of ideas are you looking for? We are looking for digital business ideas that have the potential to go global. It could be anything from an app to a web initiative, or ways to enhance or add digital elements to a more traditional business, product, or process. And do you have to be Māori to enter DigMyIdea? The simple answer is no. DigMyIdea is open to any New Zealand citizen or permanent resident. However, your digital business must have a focus on outcomes for Māori, so that can be economic, social, or cultural. And what is the take hangout around protecting the ideas of the entrants? Can we be assured that our entries and ideas won't be stolen? So it's a really good question. Entries will be retained to the owner of the person that's actually entered. So all your ideas will still be your ideas, and that's including any IP that goes across that idea as well. It's up to the applicant if they choose to copyright ideas before they are submitted. So that's something you can go through as well. If you're wanting to copyright, please make a note on the submission form, and we'll ensure our administration and panel of independent judges are aware. So just be clear that you're going to go through that process as well. For full details, you can read the terms and conditions on our website at digmyidea.co.nz. As a side note, those that view the ideas, judges and competition project managers, have signed a confidentiality agreement. So your ideas are going to be protected from any way, even if you haven't copyrighted them. So don't worry so much about that. And unless your permission is given, then we won't also share that with anyone else. So if we want to have a conversation with someone, perhaps about an idea and take it to the next level, or see if we can get some external advice, we'll always come to you and ask you about that before we actually do that. So how do you protect your idea? It's also a really, really good question. Initially, we would recommend that you follow the guidelines and advice set out by the Intellectual Property Office of New Zealand. You can check out their website, which is www.ipons, which is iponz.gov.nz for more information. There's another service as well, which is quite a good one to look into if you have an idea that's shared with someone else. It's called Back of a Napkin, which is started by some guys called Buddle Finlay and a woman called Sasha, who's really prominent in New Zealand startup community. It just allows you to kind of set up a framework of who owns what and what people's responsibilities are. So that's another good thing to look into as well in terms of IP and who owns what and, you know, all that kind of legal nonsense. And how thorough does my idea need to be? The competition is for new ideas. So your idea can be really, really raw and still in a super conceptual, like not worked out phase at all, or it could have already been piloted, developed, as long as it's an independent idea. And so the judges and the panel will consider everything and anything as long as it hasn't really been tested in the market before. So definitely if you've got even this kind of slightest inkling of an idea, maybe get in touch with us as well. All DigMyIdea entries should outline, focus on outcomes for Māori, so that's what we talked about before, in either economic, social, or cultural terms, and also the digital business idea, and economic outcomes that may include opportunities for New Zealanders to kind of earn incomes or create new businesses or export. So try and think about those three key things when you're putting your application together, and you kind of can't really go wrong. How do I enter? Entries must be submitted via DigMyIdea, and it's the www.digmyidea.nz, and they should include a written submission as well. And that's the written submission is really great because it actually allows you to really formulate your ideas when you're going through the process. So it's good for you as well as, you know, ticking off the boxes. It has you need to put in a pitch deck template and a Word document template, which will be available for entries to download. So that's all stuff that you don't actually have to put together. You can just fill it in from the things that are already there. And you can also do some video content if you are so inclined. That's also a really good process to go through too, because often when you say your idea out loud, it's a really good way to kind of solidify what you're thinking. So I would highly recommend going through the video content element of the entry, because I think it can be incredibly useful. Can you enter more than once? Competitors may enter more than one idea as long as they are entering different digital business ideas. So as long as it's completely separate from your other idea, then it's totally fine. Now, what are the prizes? That's obviously a really important question. The top 5 entries in each age category will be invited to take part in a DigMyIdea, which is a weekend of workshops being held in Auckland in November that will involve mentoring from a range of digital experts to further develop and refine their ideas. So it's like basically getting you in front of people that can actually help grow your idea to the next step, and people that are key in the industry that can help you as well. All finalists in attendance at DigMyIdea will have the opportunity to pitch their idea to win tech prizes, business support and a startup package, and potentially meet new business investors. So that's super key as well. Auckland has a lot of people in its investor community, and it's definitely something that I've seen in Auckland, which is probably a little bit more kind of mature than other centres as well. So it's a really great opportunity for you to get buy-in to your ideas generally, as well as the ideas that you have as part of this competition. So what are the types of ideas that are more likely to be considered than others? All submissions will be considered by the judges. Entries that stand out will be those that are carefully thought through and have the potential to be developed into a sustainable business. So basically, if you are thinking about applying, then I would start going through the application process now, so you can really solidify those ideas and kind of iron out any kinks or anything that go along the way. Also, so you want to think about those criteria as well, like at every step of the way, make sure that's at the core of your business. So it's a focus on outcomes for Māori in either economic, social or cultural terms, a digital business idea, so make sure that your business has digital at its core, and also that it impacts on outcomes that may include opportunities for New Zealanders to earn incomes, create new businesses or export. So how do we estimate the size of our target audience? So the best way to estimate the size of your target audience or market is to firstly define your target customer. So you want to think about the person that would be using your product on a day-to-day basis, or even fringe customers that may use it once or twice. Your target customer is a person or company for whom a technology or idea solves a specific problem. So we talk about this in startup as a leading with a need. So you think about a very specific issue that someone, or like you or your friend or your mum or dad might have, and then try and solve that with your idea, and basically try and solve it in a digital way, and then try and think about how that might actually help other people outside of that issue as well. You also need to estimate the total number of target customers in the market by using your industry databases, statistics, or analysing companies who have a high profile to that of your similar potential target customer. So it's like looking at people that have like a similar industry experience in you, or are doing similar ideas, or can even just be like not specifically your idea, but just something in the same industry, and then looking at companies that are within that, and then looking at how many people they have on Facebook, or you know, estimating what their products sell through and that kind of thing is. So that's going to help you basically really define who your target customer is. After these steps, you will need to determine your penetration rate and calculate the potential market size or potential. So it's how deep your product's going to get, and therefore like how useful it's going to be to those people as well. So if you have any other questions, you can flick them through now, or you can email them to info@digmyidea.nz, and we can either answer them now, or we can flick answers through to you at a later date, or basically any way that's going to help you kind of get to your result. And if there's no questions, then we'll finish up the session. So I'll hang around for a couple of seconds and see if anyone has any specific questions. These questions can be around any part of the entering process, so they also can be around startup, because it's what I work in specifically at Great Auckland, or they could be around branding, communications, or marketing, which is my specific background, but I also have a background in growing startups as well. Okay, I think we'll just call that the end of the session. So this comes to the end of our Google Hangout session. If you have questions, then do flick them through to info@digmyidea.nz, and we'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. The big thing is, don't forget, entries close Sunday the 18th of October, so that's only 4 weeks away. So to get started now, and like I said previously, it's a really good idea, even if you have a slight inkling of an idea, to start setting out your competition entry now, and you'll be surprised by how quickly it comes together, as long as you're actually investing that time into it. And the best thing is just really enjoy the process, and good luck. Thank you.